When it comes to how people act, psychological factors like brand loyalty can be very important. People may have a strong emotional tie to a certain brand, even if there are other goods that are better in quality and cost less. This connection can be based on personal events, like how a brand's ads made them feel or how well they were treated as a customer. Many people stick to their favorite names even if the quality or value of the product isn't as good as what else is on the market. If a buyer likes one brand even though another is better in terms of quality and value, this may seem counterintuitive. However, there are many psychological, social, and cultural reasons for this type of buying behavior. This is a small example of how consumer behavior works. As a business owner, it can be very profitable to figure out and understand how customers act. This has a lot of benefits for businesses in general. Reasons to do something. Think about what you bought the last time you went shopping. What was the purpose? Did you make the purchase purely out of impulse? The need for social status? Did you want to look or feel in a certain way? Or was it simply to make your life easier or solve a problem? No matter why you bought something or what you bought, all purchases, including yours, have one thing in common. That's right, I said all purchases. Motivation is what brings them all together. No matter who, when, or what, driving was the only thing that made the difference between putting the item back on the shelf and buying it. We'll talk more about how customers decide whether or not to buy something at the end of this post. Individual perception. How people think about goods and services based on their own experiences, beliefs, and attitudes affects how they buy them. This refers to how consumers feel about brands, goods, and services on an individual level. This can be based on first-hand or second-hand experiences with products. One consumer may think of a brand as high quality and trustworthy based on a positive experience with it, while another may have a totally different opinion based on a bad one. Different things like how goods are advertised, word-of-mouth reviews, and how social media is managed can change how people think about brands. The way a person thinks about a brand, business, or advertising effort can affect what they buy. Brand image. When people think well of a brand, they are more likely to stick with it and buy it again. On the other hand, consumers will be less interested in names that aren't as trustworthy and credible. Product features. How a person sees a product's features can affect whether or not they decide to buy it. Campaign for advertising. A successful advertising campaign can make people like a brand and its goods. Personal values and beliefs. A person's personal values and beliefs can also affect how they see a business or brand. Social and cultural factors. Social and cultural factors have a big effect on how people shop and what they buy. Consumers are usually affected by what their family, friends, and other social groups think, how they feel, and what they've done in the past. For example, if a consumer comes from a family that cares a lot about the environment, they may be more likely to look for organic and eco-friendly goods. Along with the views and attitudes of social groups, cultural values, perceived norms, and beliefs also have an effect on how people choose to spend their money. People from different countries have different ideas about consumerism, materialism, value, and quality. This affects how people decide what to buy. In some countries, consumerism is highly valued, and people are told to buy the newest and best things to show how rich and important they are. Other cultures, on the other hand, may value simplicity and minimalism, which makes people put experiences and relationships ahead of things and rank. Consumer decision-making. In the end, the way a buyer makes decisions affects how that consumer acts. The five-stage decision-making process is a framework for understanding consumer behavior that is widely used. It gives a high-level look at the different things that affect a consumer's buying choices. Problem recognition. A customer starts this step of the decision-making process when they realize they need or want a product or service. This need can be caused by something inside of you, like a change in your life, or something outside of you, like a targeted marketing campaign or a suggestion from a friend, family member, or coworker. Information search. In this step, the consumer looks for information that will help him or her meet the need or want that has been noted. Evaluation of alternatives. Once the buyer has gathered information, they can evaluate the different options they have by looking at price, quality, and features, among other things. Purchase decision. This is the last step where the buyer decides what to buy, when to buy it, and where or who to buy it from. The choice will be based on the consumer's desire to buy, the information they find about the product, and how they feel about the product after they've thought about other options. Post-purchase evaluation. The customer rates how happy they are with the product or service after they've bought it, whether this is done on the inside or through public comments on a product or service. Understanding the 5 stages of how people make decisions about what to buy can help businesses and marketers come up with effective marketing plans for each stage. For example, businesses can use advertising and promotions to make customers aware of a problem and give them specific information about a product. This helps them with 2 of the 5 steps and makes it more likely that they will buy. Leveraging consumer psychology and buying behavior. Consumer psychology and buying behavior are closely related, and companies can use what they know about how shoppers think, feel, and act to reach out to their target market. By using what they know about how people think and buy, businesses can create focused marketing campaigns, product offerings, and pricing strategies that appeal to their target market. This leads to more sales and a better bottom line. When businesses know what people think and feel about their goods, brands, and ads, they can create marketing messages and campaigns that will reach and engage their target market. By understanding the feelings and motivations behind certain products, businesses can tailor their message to engage their target market in a way that speaks to their needs. This can help to start the customer decision-making process.